Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dante Moore hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Moore from the gun on third down. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is...
A shot toward the end zone. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the point after is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback will keep it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Underwood. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He tries to take the top off. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Underwood. Oh, he got loose. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Marshall. He breaks a tackle, and he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Got his man down the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, 1st down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Throwing more. Got his man in the middle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Moore. Throws to the back. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood in the gun on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Using his legs, it's Hill. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Moore. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So here comes the Michigan offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's more to throw. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Underwood. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll go play action with Moore. Here's the pressure. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this offense has come out lighting it up, throwing the football. They've had a lot of success. They've found guys wide open. They've been able to make contested catches, too. Finally, though, the defense right there able to go up and compete for a ball and not get incomplete. Can that give them the confidence they need here to slow this passing game down for the rest of the game?
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dante Moore fires to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. There he goes. Picks up the first down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Quarterback may change this route. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you built some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Bringing it out. Discards him with the stiff arm. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Throwing more. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Moore will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working that left side now. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
On the snap, it's Hill. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. Open space at the 25. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This team is now red hot. 3 consecutive victories and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Underwood to throw. Dumps it to the back. Caught. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun on third down. Moore going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks. And the stomping has commenced. That's his third touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
214 close. 214 close. Shift.
Quick release on the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Underwood. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
They're testing the right side here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
In the red area, it's Hill. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
This is a money play on third and goal. Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He leaves it with his back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Might be changing the route. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Here's Moore to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Direct snap. It's Marshall. And he did. Not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
At the 24-yard line, it's a turnover on downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Could be an alley. Got some room headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Looking for room at the 40. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting look. The consolation prize, if you will.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore with the play fake. Looking deep. He's got it way down the field. He's loose on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. On the run, it's Marshall. Maybe some room here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Play action with Underwood. Buys a little time with his feet. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And he added the extra point.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Finding some room. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.